What is up, everyone, and welcome back to another edition of Kevin and Zach React post-game show for the Baltimore Orioles as the Orioles beat the New York Mets 9-5 in a weird game. Let me tell you about that. So, where do we begin? Let's start with Dean Kremer. And first of all, I just want to let everyone know I am also trying to hate watch the Yankees right now. So if I start going back and forth, just know that's what's going on. But before we do anything, let's start off with Mr. Dean Kremer. Dean Kremer, past two games, he has now had two consecutive games of 6 innings, 1-run ball. Absolutely key when this team has needed him the most over the past 2 games. He has stepped up exponentially. This is exactly what you want a guy like Dean to do. And when he's lowering the walks, when he can control his movement and doesn't overpitch, when he gets in his head, if he can stay consistent, if he's got that strikeout ball working, I'm telling you, Dean Kremer has been a guy that simply steps up every time he's on the mound. Every single time. So, with that being said, let's move on. I know everyone's going to talk about Birch Fish. We're not flushing the fish yet. I know Birch didn't have a good game. We're not flushing the fish. We might have to rename the fish. We might put the fish up for adoption, but we'll get to that in a little bit. I also have a surprise, but I have to wait for Kevin to get on, who's doing something with Locked On Ravens. Can I get an update on the Yankees game? Anyone in the chat? I'm going to just go look myself if you guys are. All right, so it's still top of the 11th. I need the Yankees to lose this ball game. Okay, now we're back to the Orioles. We're back. Tony Taters starts out the game, 2-run shot. This team is so much better when Anthony Santander is hitting the long ball. It's unreal. Like, it's just, this offense seems to click so much better when Anthony Santander is hot, when Anthony Santander is putting the ball over the fence, and a lot better than when he's cold. And it feels like this team is starting to get there. And I do have to bring him up. I'm a Slahater at heart. But Austin Slater with another 2-for-3 game out of the leadoff spot. This guy's making it really hard to be a Slahater. Like, as I would like to say I'm like captain of the Slahater team, of the Slahater crew. He's making it hard to hate because the dude is just simply producing every time he gets asked to go lead off. He will definitely be back on base or back in the leadoff spot tomorrow. He gets on base. It's what he's just doing. I'm seeing a lot of people saying Slater and Mullins, a good platoon. So, yeah, no, Green Eggs, don't worry. I will continue to Slahate until I said it. When Austin Slater hits the inevitable, probably like game four home run in the World Series, I'm getting an Austin Slater signed jersey. It's going up in the studio once we have all that ready. So Austin Slater stuff, don't worry. I will keep Slahating. Yeah, British Ravens, yeah, Slater's going to slate. And Austin Slater is currently getting on base at a ridiculous rate right now. So if he keeps doing it, he keeps proving me wrong. Good for him. Ryan Mountcastle 0 for 4. He had like 2 balls, I think, that were really well hit into the gap and just get tracked down. I'm not too upset about his day. Gunnar Henderson had 2 more furious. Gunnar is just getting really pissed off recently with these walks. Have you guys noticed that too? Like, I think he's getting more annoyed. Like, he was already really annoyed with getting walked. But over the past few games, like, I don't know if like it's because he's hot again and he's hitting home runs. But this guy hates walking. Like, he feels disrespected when he walked. Oh, Birdland man ran into Gunnar on the street saying fist bumped him. No, we would have lose after that. Dude, you have to find Gunnar every day and fist bump him. maybe don't fist bump him too hard because he did make that error in the 8th, so you might have caused a little damage there. But he still produced. He made that nice catch, but we'll get into his fielding a little bit later once Kevin joins, and I can kind of yell at him and have that fun. Yeah, I guess let's get into this before we finish up the rest of the game. It was just announced like 4 minutes ago. Cole Irvin is going to start tomorrow. If you did not see earlier, Zack Eflin was added to the 15-day IL with shoulder inflammation. Asked Brandon Hyde about it. He said that he expects him to really be no more than that 15 days. I would say he misses 3 to 4 starts, but that's best case scenario. That's best case scenario if you're Zack Eflin, is you miss 3 starts, you're able to get back on the horse. I'm really hoping it's like what Grayson dealt with earlier this year. If you remember back, Grayson Rodriguez, same thing. Shoulder inflation, Jesus. Shoulder inflammation, 15-day IL, pretty much came back exactly after 15 days, just rejoined his rotation spot. So really hoping that that's the case. Hyde said that he was a little sore after the game. They were making progress, meaning his shoulder was feeling better. They thought there was even, I think, a possibility that he could pitch. They decided it wasn't worth it. 15-day IL, I would rather them be safe right now than not. So Cole Irvin will, in fact, get the start tomorrow. You just got to one step up. We've seen Suarez step up. We've seen Kremer step up tonight. Just step up. Oh, I'm getting updates on the Guardians game. How are we doing? Is it still 3-3? Is it still 3-3? Can the Guardians score? Like, the Guardians are really... It is expensive to have inflammation, I know. So, yeah, while we hate watch the Guardians and Yankees game, let's move it back on over to the Baltimore Orioles. I'm going to do this while Kevin is not here. So, everyone put in the chats, 1 up, 1 down. I'm going to do the 1 up that no one's going to want to talk about. And we'll talk about a little bit more when Kevin gets on here. Craig Kimbrell got 2 outs with a 9-5 lead in the 9th, but he didn't give up a home run. He didn't look wild. He looked like Craig Kimbrell. So my 1 up is Craig Kimbrell because, guys, the bar is on the floor. If Craig Kimbrell just simply goes out there and doesn't give up hits, doesn't give out runs, I will give him my 1 up every single time. I know Dean Kremer's the obvious 1 up. You can go Austin Slater. You could even go Seti. You can go Tony Taters. You can go James McCann, honestly, is probably the biggest one. How about a second deck shot? Second deck. I'm sure the nearest airport picked up that ball on its radars because that thing was a shot. Second deck, James McCann absolutely destroys the ball in his first game back since being traded from the New York Mets to the Baltimore Orioles. Really just 1 through 9, this was such a complete game. Jackson Holiday has 0 for 4. Ryan Mountcastle has 0 for 4. But besides that, every other person gets on base. So overall, just a great day by the offense. And you say his name. When you start 1 up, 1 down, it just summons him. I think he's just addicted to 1 up, 1 down. So here he is, Kevin Ostreicher. Kevin, how are we feeling after this?
Man, much needed. Much needed. By the way, I went back last night and watched the Ravens pregame stream where apparently there were bets placed on me as to whether I would show up or not in the chat. Yes. Yeah. So to those who believed in me for showing up at 9 a.m., I really appreciate it, although usually that will not happen. So just a little betting tip on me if you want to make some money off of my lack of appearance there. But man, I tell you what the conversation was he said that if you say his name 3 times in that pregame show, you said if you say Kevin's name 3 times, he appears. And I guess here we go. You know, you say 1 up, 1 down. I didn't even know. I wasn't even listening in before. I had to finish up something for. Actually, I didn't even finish it all the way, but I couldn't leave you hanging for too long, so I had to hop in here. Where I was making it short, but it was 60.9 seconds, and YouTube does not give you any leeway, so gotta cut something out there. But yeah, it was a great day. I think we might have to throw Birch Fish on the mound this guy next game instead of Birch Smith to get him some rest because hasn't been great for him recently, but. You know what? If you want to play Little League Baseball like the Mets did tonight and you get a nice little crazy play going on, you take those wins, man. And I mean, the offense did enough to win the game. And that's what we were saying, right? Find some offensive consistency, get something going. Bullpen almost gave it away. But and I'm sure you've talked about it here before I hopped on, but I don't think anybody needed this game more than Craig Kimbrell did.
Yep, that was my one up. That was my one up. I said, even though he didn't, I said it was 2 outs with 4-run lead in the ninth, but it didn't matter. Said it didn't matter, Kevin. Anytime Craig Kimbrell right now goes out there and delivers a scoreless performance, that man is my one up because the bar is on the floor.
Yeah, and look, it was a 4-run game. Right. I think people, and I don't remember if you were on, I don't think you were on for this, but I had said to people in the chat a couple nights ago, put in the chat, how many runs of a lead would the Orioles need to have for you to feel comfortable putting Craig Kimbrell in the game? And I think we settled on 3. There were a lot of 15, 20s in there, but I think 3 was the minimum, with 4 being like you feel okay with it. And so he comes in a 4-run game, high leverage inning, low leverage run count, and gets the job done. So sometimes all it takes is that, where it was just outing after outing after outing after outing of bad performances. And he could never find a positive because it was going so poorly every single time. So even if it was just 2 outs, even if it wasn't in a game that the Orioles seemingly, and I say seemingly because we saw what the bullpen almost did, but they seemingly had the game in the bag. It was a good. I will give Brandon Hyde credit here for knowing when to use Craig Kimbrell in this situation. I think this was the perfect opportunity for him to put him in, and that's kind of where you have to use him right now. I mean, I guess it is kind of situational, but I don't think we're in an innings game anymore for him. I think we're in a runs game for him, where it doesn't matter the inning, put him in when 4-run or more, 3-run or more lead. So, yeah. Shout out to Craig, though. 2 outs, 2 big ones to seal the game up, and maybe that's what he needs to get a little bit back on track here. Still wouldn't put him back in the closer role, even if he starts getting it together, right? We're not there. But if he can be just a usable piece every once in a while, you will take that.
Yeah, without a doubt. That's all it. That's it. Just takes one. It's like, I'm hoping this is all he needs. Like you said, it's not going to be back in the closer role, but you just need him to get to the point where you can use him in the 6th or 7th in a 2-run game. Like, it's not ever going to be back to bringing him in the 9th in a 1-2-run game, but you need to get his confidence level back that if it's a 2-run game, a 3-run game in the 6th and the 7th, you need to be comfortable with Craig Kimbrell going out there and getting out of that inning. Because this bullpen, we've talked about it a lot. There are a lot of times where some people are the problem and others are the solution. Craig Kimbrell's been the problem, and it's time for him to go and become some sort of solution somewhere.
Yeah. Just got to find the solutions. I might have to strip Birch Smith his nickname and put it on Albert Suarez for now of the solution. Yeah. I might have to snatch the chain back and put it on Albert Suarez, because Albert Suarez certainly seems, although that's not fair because we reserved that for the bullpen. The solution was a bullpen thing. So I'm not going to snatch the chain back. We got to find a different nickname outside of the Capybara nickname for Albert Suarez. So,
yeah, we're also watching the Yankees, if you didn't know.
Yeah, I see the whole chat is is going. But I do agree with Jay says it here. I saw other comments as well about it. I can't find those right now. Jay's was the first one I saw that was pull upable. But I think Birch Smith has been overused recently. He needs some rest, Jay says. I think so, too. He pitched, 3 straight days a couple days ago, and then I think he's been on 1 or 2 days rest before this one. By the way, where's your bullpen sheet been?
Dude, I know. Someone said that on Twitter. I was like, I've not done
that. To be fair, they have shuffled that bullpen every day.
Well, they also shuffled it, and I'm not gonna lie, I found out that if you go on MLB.com, you can just click on the thing and it shows you almost exactly what I was doing, and I was like, damn. I had someone point out
your whole flow.
I was like, damn. I saw someone point out yeah, they do a chart like this on MLB's at Ballpark app, and I was like, damn. I was like, okay, looks a lot cooler than mine.
And Marcus asking bullpen game tomorrow. Call up. We got the Cole Irvin is starting tomorrow. So I did tune into the Zack Eflin injury stream, which was an unfortunate stream that had to happen. But you were on it. You were saying Cole Irvin even before he got called up. You couldn't stop saying Cole Irvin. It was just on the tip of your tongue the whole stream. You convinced yourself he was up already.
Kevin, I've never been just put in a pretzel to say Cole Irvin had just a chokehold on my mind. Like you said, I was just convinced. I knew.
Wow. Yeah, you got pretzels on your mind? I know another fan base that has pretzels.
Yeah, twist into a pretzel.
Wow. Yeah, so did you talk any about the offense at all, or were you just talking about Dean? And
I got into Dean, but Kevin, actually, first I need to. We have a prop.
You have one, or I have one?
I have a prop.
You have a prop. Oh, you taking prop duties from me tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kevin.
All right. Well, yeah. All right. Let's see. What do you got? What is that?
I got it.
A harmonica?
I got the harmonica that I said I was going to get. Oh my God, the Guardians got out of it. How? This game, no one wants to win this game. Yeah, I also started to learn the harmonica, Kevin.
Can you play? That was beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely.
I only know the 3 chords. I looked up literally.
Can you play Hot Cross Buns on there?
Yeah. Before the stream, I was sitting on YouTube and I was like, easy harmonica songs. And I found one that was just one. If you just used numbers 1, 2, 3, and I was like, that's enough. That's enough.
I want to revisit. We're August 20th right now. I want to come back to this in 6 months. So when would that be? January 20th?
August,
yeah. September.
I do want to say,
January 20th.
I do have to learn Orioles magic on this. This for $8, I got a case and it came with a nice little cloth. So honestly,
I would hope for sanitary reasons it came with a cloth.
Yeah, but I don't know. Everyone's saying I got to play Orioles magic. I will learn Orioles magic on this. I don't know how I looked that up to do that, but I'm down.
Yeah. I don't have an instrument here. I used to play clarinet.
I used to play the clarinet too. That doesn't surprise me either.
Yeah, I don't have.
All right, 6 months from now is February 20th.
February 20th. We will revisit and we will test out your harmonica skills and how much you have evolved.
Kevin, I'm probably going to be on tour by then.
Wow. Don't forget the little guys down here when you make it as the most famous harmonica player there ever was.
Tim's saying what key did I get? I think C. I'm 90% sure C. Yeah, definitely C.
This is true. This is actually the first song you have to learn.
Oh yeah. Oh, February 20th will be could be the Ravens parade. This could be electric.
Oh, that is true. I don't even know. I don't really have a good prop. I guess this is a mushroom cup I got.
Great
Let me
prop.
display it. Oh, here we go. The mushroom cup. Got it at Home Goods. Look at that. This is the prop. This is my prop. Zach's prop beats out my prop. Mine is Zach took over prop duties from me. From me tonight.
That's what I do. But just kind of like how Craig Kimbrell had to take over semi-closer duty from.
It's true. And it worked. Austin Slater, new Orioles leadoff hitter. Full time.
Dude, I was talking about before you got here. I said, as a Slater, I have to just continue. But
you gotta be committed.
Yeah. So
but
that's what I'm doing.
And then 2 for 3. Said he 2 hits as a pinch hitter. A great at bat by Mountie late, obviously.
That Gunnar Henderson weird, whatever you want to call that at the end was just crazy. That was
that's one of the the throw goes here, and the throw goes there, and the throw goes here, and the throw goes there. It was like
you just kept going back and forth. Yeah, you just gotta tip your cap and move on Slahating. Just what you have to do.
That's what you got to do. Tony just makes his living, man.
Dude,
he's gonna earn a heck of a contract.
Yeah. The more he plays, the more he kind of, I feel like, prices himself. I don't want to say out of Baltimore, but he prices himself into a new just stratosphere every single time he goes on the field.
Yeah, man. And then that McCann ball was crushed, by the way.
Second deck.
I think they all have to start wearing masks. He's gonna hit homers like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what? The 2 homers were the difference in the game. So you know what? They got more than half their runs on the long ball, but yeah, this is a weird distribution of runs because they got 5 on the long balls. They got 2 on just the weirdest play you'll ever see in a game. And then just a couple of good old hits. So there's no shortage of diversity when it comes to how the Orioles scored their runs.
Cleveland, this is for you.
Oh, nice.
Oh, a double. All right, let's keep it going. Little Lane Thomas double.
Yeah, I have no confidence in the Yankees. There's none. Like for as inconsistent as the Orioles are, and I get that we're venturing into the realm of, well, the Orioles just have to focus on themselves, and yes, that's true. I'm not excusing how the Orioles have been inconsistent, but I have zero confidence in the Yankees. None. That's why, to me, everybody's talking about wild card. I just it's obviously possible that the Yankees can turn it on late, but I have no confidence. There's none for me. So I don't know. No team is playing. No team is playing. The Astros, but no team.
Yeah, Astros and the Royals. We are so on a crash course for the Royals.
Imagine Royals Astros playoff path for the Orioles. That would be something.
That would be horrible.
Hunter teeing off against Hunter Harvey.
Ryan Mountcastle, maybe he extended to 3 for 3 against his best friend with 3 home runs. Who knows?
Hey, I would love it. I would love it.
Yeah, I don't want to see the Royals though. I agree, Hunter. Yeah, so let's get a little bit back into. I guess we, if we're gonna do our 1 up, 1 down, I said my 1 up is for just shits and the bars on the floor. I'm gonna still go Craig Kimbrell. I think Dean's an obvious one, but so we'll see. But as I said, bars on the floor. So if Craig Kimbrell gets just outs, I'm taking it. If he doesn't give up any runs, no hits, he's my 1 up.
Yeah, I mean, I will go Dean. Obviously, we go through this conversation. It feels like 4 times a week of The Orioles need their starter to step up in a huge way.
Yeah.
And, whether it's Dean, Suarez, Eflin, Burns, Grayson, list goes on there. They've done it for the most part. It's not perfect, but Dean did it again. Did have 3 walks, but only gives up 1 run and 2 hits off of it. 7 strikeouts on the day, goes a full 6. Like that checks almost every single box outside of the walks. Like outside of the walks, every single thing the Orioles needed was.
Yeah.
He had, despite some command issues, I thought he had a good plan tonight. I thought he had a good feel for his stuff overall. But this is what they needed from him. And more often than not, when these Orioles starters have been asked to answer the call, they've done it. And just a great night for Dean.
Incredible night.
I know everybody's watching the Yankees game. I know people aren't listening. Everybody's watching the Yankees game.
No, well, first, yes, we are watching the Yankees game. But for Dean, like, this is what Ryan always talks about. It's never been like, does he have the stuff? Talking about Dean's splitter has been nasty lately. Dean's always had stuff. When he's on, we've seen him multiple times where he'll go on these streaks of 6 inning, 7 inning outings, only allowing 2-3 runs. And you go, okay, this is the guy. We saw him strike out, 10 against the Angels earlier this season. So he's had a few games where he once again showcases like, hey, when I'm on, he can beat any team in the league. It's just always been about consistency with him. And Kevin, is it me or is that just the word of the show? Consistency. That's all we want from people, from the bats, from the bullpen, from the starters. Consistency.
I say if the Orioles win the World Series, you get consistency tattooed on you.
Consistency tattooed on me?
Yep, on your forehead.
I was gonna say across the chest.
You gotta make it visible. By the way,
tanks.
By the way, we haven't actually plugged this in a while, so and I saw people mention it. But we do have a Discord, the Ryan Newton Show Discord, almost to 250 members. There is currently a Yankees hate watch going on in the Discord. So let me get the right link and let me triple check it to not have a fiasco like we did a couple months ago. And if you want to join the Discord, obviously there are live watch-alongs in there for every single Orioles game. Here's the link in the chat. Live watch-alongs for every Orioles game. Great community of people in there who, there's baseball chat, football chat. I'm looking at what other stuff. And Rolling with Rock has been awesome setting that up and getting some other chats in there. There's a pets chat, there's music talk. I see health and fitness is in here, food stuff, and then there's fantasy, basketball. I mean, literally it goes on and on and on. So if you want to either hate watch the Yankees tonight, you can join the Discord, or if you just want baseball chat, watch-alongs in general, the channel, the memberships, already up to almost 250 people in the Discord. So really appreciate everybody for the support in there. This is Kevin and Zach React, by the way. We are your post-game destination for Orioles.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, man. You gotta get snappy, right? You gotta
post-game destination.
Post-game destination for Orioles games, Ravens games. We have a lot more coming once we get some more things situated and we kind of get our feet on the ground here. But hit 1,000 subs really quickly. The support has been awesome. Tell a friend, tell a family member. If you know somebody who is craving Orioles post-game coverage, who is craving Ravens post-game coverage, who wants a place to talk about Baltimore sports, be sure to send them our way. We'd really appreciate it. You can, of course, find us on YouTube, where you're probably watching right now, obviously. And we do have a lot in store, and it's been a lot of fun getting this thing going. We are part of the Ryan Rickman Media Show Empire,
baby,
where we go live over there Monday and Thursday in studio. Studio's getting a major facelift, major upgrade. We got a lot of cool things coming in store. It's already on the way. Yeah.
Softball season can't
Brutal.
go in. It is. I'm upset. I miss the boys already.
Man. Although I feel like there is a sense of like little win for you where you don't have to get up super early every day now on Sunday.
Evan, you have no clue that.
Like you get to actually sleep. You get your Sundays back a little bit.
That's bigger than anything. Any win on the softball field is not like like once you get there, it's not the issue. But that alarm going off at 7:45 after you've been out having a time on the town, that's a different kind of. I will say some of the greatest feelings of my life though have come from the 7:45 alarm going off, and you look and it's a text saying rain too much, game's canceled, and you're just like, this is what like heaven on earth.
Well, that's like when school was canceled, you know, when you look at the bottom and see the ticker and you're waiting for your school to pop up, or you see a 2-hour delay or whatnot. Like that's kind of what that feels like.
Yeah.
Oh, 5-3. We got the hate watch go. We actually have a lot of people in the hate watch on the Discord right now. 1, 2.
Ooh, a single too. Let's just keep putting it on.
Yeah, 9 people currently hate watching the Yankees in the Discord. So if you want to do that, be sure to head over there. I mean, I don't think it really looked great to begin with.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I don't know if it really ever looked great. I was a massive Seth Johnson fan. That's a tough one.
Yeah, I think out of all the deals that they made, the Rogers and the Soto ones were the two that I was not a fan of. And so far, I hate saying I told you so, but so far it's kind of I told you so. And I don't know who I'm telling, but like I told.
Yeah, but if you doubted Kevin on that day,
I think people generally agreed. Like I'm not saying this was my Sir Anthony Dominguez closer take, and like I had 2 people who were in agreement with me, and everyone else is like it's Cano, it's Webb, but everybody generally had the same thought process of not didn't Norby hit a homer tonight, or didn't he do something tonight?
Did he?
Pretty sure he did something.
I know last night he got an RBI. Oh, actually, the only run scored by the Marlins tonight was by Pache.
He had a multi-hit game.
Yep. 2 doubles.
Yep. Talented player, man. We know it. We knew it. But I'm telling you, that deal would have been for Luzardo if he was healthy. I will scream it for the rest of my life. That deal would have been for Luzardo and not Rogers if he was healthy.
I hope. I wish. Kevin,
I know I talked about it a little bit on the stream earlier about Eflin, but I want to bring this up again. Now that Zack Eflin's gone, best case scenario is he misses 3-4 starts. Worst case, obviously, let's just say season ending. Where's your confidence level in this rotation right now? I mean, I said it's probably close to a 5 again, just because Eflin was kind of the guy that kept me afloat. You thought, okay, Burns, okay, Eflin, okay, Suarez. If those 3 go into a playoff series, I think you win 2 of those games. But now all of a sudden it's Burns, Suarez, Kremer. And I'm not as sure that you're able to win 2 of those games, because you then need one of Suarez and Kremer to step up. Or if you lose the Burns one, God forbid, you need both of them to step up, which they have recently, but you're then relying on it instead of it being a luxury.
Yeah, if we're talking hypotheticals and like you have to go into the playoffs with the latter 3 you mentioned. I mean, I'm not uber confident. Like, again, Suarez has been great recently. He's had magic for most of the season. Kremer is a little more inconsistent, but I think he's had a pretty decent year overall. But yeah, if you lose the Burns one, I just there is still time, obviously, but when I'm not saying you're saying there's not, but like there is still time before the playoffs. So I would assume, and again, I'm not a doctor, I have no idea what's going on with their status or anything like that, but I would hope that at least one of the two, Eflin or Grayson, were able to come back. And then you feel a lot better because a three of Burns, let's say Eflin and Suarez, like you probably win 2 of those 3 games if they can do what they can. But it's like you don't want to rush a guy. And I think this is kind of the tight zone for these teams where this is such a wide open league, not even AL, just league in general, where it feels like a lot of teams feel like they have a shot to win, where they look around and they say, well, no one's really playing that great. No one's really pulled away from everybody else. We really can do this thing. And I think that can sometimes lead to decisions of, well, if we think we have a shot, let's try to bring a guy back, even if he's not at 100%, or even if he's not close to where we need him to be at. And that can get you into trouble long term. So I would rather have the Orioles take the cautious approach. And if you don't rush a guy back and you don't have him for the playoffs, I would rather it be that, because ideally in a world, you have a long window if everything goes right for you, and you don't want an injury messing that up, especially a long-term future of somebody. So,
yeah.
Man, if 20 straight, 25 straight, 30 straight comments about the Yankees after I went on my Orioles rant.
That's what happens, though. This is why we Yankee hate watch, because I
am curious about our record at Yankee hate watching, because I feel like we are pretty successful.
Yeah, well, then again, like both Yankees and Orioles have been losing a lot recently, so it's been pretty easy to spot the.
Yeah, well, if you just put the raw stats out there, we don't really, if
exactly.
Tell people we're 8-3 and hate watchers or whatever the record is, we can just throw that out and not give the context and be like, oh yeah, we're the reason. So. Yeah, exactly, Joey, exactly.
Yeah, I need to see. Apparently, Aaron Judge, I don't think played this well.
People are saying it's Soto. I'm not watching.
I'm not watching either. Oh, 9-3. Gee, okay, the floodgates.
Double digits. Come on, double digits.
Oh, both of us and the Guardians have both scored
9 runs. It's destiny.
It's destiny, baby.
Go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York.
That's not who we need to win.
I'm doing it sarcastically.
Oh, I was like Kevin.
I was doing it sarcastically.
I need to find this David Fry triple.
Like at the highlight of it?
Yeah. Well, I want to post it, but
they've had weird games too. Like the whole Dominguez thing where he hesitated on the throw, and then where the third base coach was it Grisham who we sent home tonight?
Yeah. Well, no, because Grisham stopped running. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like every single team this year is just making dumb mistakes at points. Like the Orioles have done it obviously too, but like it just feels like there's a lot more of that this year.
This is so hard to find out this.
Oh, Clint, you are right. 1-0 in the Harmonica era. There it is.
Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Don't let the boys get hot after the Harmonica. That's all I'm going to say.
You have to learn the Yankees lose song right now. Right now.
I know, I'm going to have to.
Yeah.
I feel like if I had a kazoo, I could do it.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I need Talking Yanks to post it.
I mean, this is what I'm saying, though. Like, the Yankees find weird ways to lose. And look, every team does and has this season. But that's why I don't have any confidence in them. Mm-hmm. I don't. I mean, Judge is awesome. He's incredible. Soto, another incredible player. But their rotation is too inconsistent. Their bullpen has been, I mean, doesn't Leiter have like a 5-some ERA since joining them? Like,
mm-hmm. Yeah,
they had to DFA their other acquisition. the De Los Santos, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, De Los Santos.
They had to DFA De Los Santos because he was so bad for them. Everybody talked about the Orioles having, did they do enough at the deadline? The Yankees got Jazz, who was admittedly great for them, but he's hurt now. Leiter's been terrible, and De Los Santos is not there anymore. So they didn't do enough, and it seems like their confidence is so shot. I don't know, man. It's just it is what it is.
Soto misplayed this.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought some people were saying Soto. And by the way, Spirit Bomb, this comment is exactly for Zach. I know exactly who you were putting this up for. Aaron Judge is the poor man's Austin Slater.
I had to just post Juan Soto with the Gold Glove play to save the inning.
I mean, let's be realistic here. If they walked Aaron Judge and Juan Soto every time they were up, the Yankees would probably score 2 runs again.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. No question.
Like, it is the Vladdy Guerrero situation just with 2 people. Because Jazz isn't there anymore. I mean, has Ben Rice done it? I haven't really kept up with the Yankees that much, but Ben Rice is hitting 188 this year.
Yeah, he kind of unfortunately he fell off hard.
Yeah, he was scorching when he first came up. Stanton is 240.
Dude, if the Yankees aren't the Yankees are just Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, and friends.
Well, it's the Vladdy situation in Toronto just with 2 people.
Orioles, I believe it's 29
for playoffs or division.
Playoffs 29. Because that's just we're up 7 games on the Red Sox, so that's the last wild card spot. Would be for the last wild card spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do this every single time. I really enjoyed Vogt intentionally walk Judge in the 10th with a big smile on his face.
It's the easiest thing in the world. It's the easiest decision. You and I, Zach, if we were the managers and we put up, hey chat, should we walk Aaron Judge? If we put our decision,
yep.
100% yes, 100%. It'd probably be Yankees fans in the poll voting no. Which, by the way, our end goal here is for one of us to become the manager of the Orioles and make all our decisions up to the chat.
Yes, it will happen. Honestly, like some managers go way too much into analytics. We're just way too into asking the chat.
Hey, polls are analytics.
Yeah.
Got to get those numbers.
The Yankees have used 9 relievers tonight.
Yeah, Kieran's saying the Guardians batted around here.
This is brutal to watch.
I mean, I'm not complaining.
Not at all. Because this is going to destroy them for the next few days, I feel like.
Oh, yeah. That's what we were talking about with Keegan, who, by the way, I mean, congratulations to him. Paternity leave, obviously. But that's why what Keegan and Selby did last night was so important. Even though the Orioles lost, they gave 3 1/3, if I'm not mistaken, 3 2/3 maybe innings of what?
Fados fans.
God. Hey man, Kimbrell did his thing tonight.
Should we break Kimbrell's heart?
That's brutal, man. That is brutal.
Oh, I love this chat. I really do. You guys crack me up. Kimbrell's heart. They got out of it.
Yeah, finally. I think Cal's was rookie of the year. Like, I don't think it's a debate.
I think he pretty much is locking it up. Let me go check. This isn't going to account into the I don't think it'll account tonight into the stats, or into the, what am I trying to say? Odds, but I'm going to check on FanDuel at least, see what his odds are.
Colton's?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. While you're doing that, I'll pull up Nomadic Brian's comment here. You worried about Cole Irvin starting?
No.
I wouldn't say I'm the most confident in the world, but I'm not like slamming the panic button. I mean, hopefully just the little reset did him good. That's what I'm hoping here. And that's what Bobby's saying here. He's hopeful Irvin comes back refreshed, which I think is everybody's hope, where he's able to have had this break and maybe he can regain some of the magic.
Yeah.
So
Colton Cowser is minus 550. So, oh, wow. Yeah, Joey, good stuff. Appreciate that. Yeah, minus 550. Weirdly enough, Austin Wells is number 2. It's not Heel. Heel's all the way down at number 4. He's pretty much out of it. And then Wilyer Abreu.
Gotcha. Yeah,
but the runaway favorite at the moment is Colton Cowser.
Yeah,
there is a shocked. Wow. Paul Skeens and Jackson Merrill are both minus money. Skeens is minus 140. Jackson Merrill is minus 110. That's going to be interesting. I think it's Merrill. It's hard to spot what Skeens has done, though.
Skeens is so good, man.
Yeah, and the Orioles get another draft pick.
Michael Elias, baby.
Trade that one for Scooble in the offseason. Or another. Wait, can you trade the Rookie of the Year picks? Or is it...
Yeah. No, you can trade compensatory.
Right. Okay. I always get those confused.
Yeah. Okay. So now, man,
and I feel like we're just waiting for the Yankees game to end before we get off.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're waiting for, so we can.
I need to close this.
Dude. Scott, yeah. So you can't trade your normal picks or the picks won by Rookie of the Year, but you can now trade, as of the most recent collective bargaining agreement, you can trade compensatory picks.
Okay, that's fair, because that's what they traded for Burns.
Yeah, that's what they traded for Burns. So they included him.
Yeah,
they included him. Oh, is it 9-0? Wait. All right, 9-3. Now we wait.
Wasn't that the score?
Yeah, but I just Yankees using 9 relievers is crazy.
Yeah, we'd be talking. We'd be going off if the Orioles did that in a loss.
I mean, Luis Hill did get injured, so we'll see what that is. What happens?
Yeah, what they say it was tightness.
Yeah, so we'll see that. But I mean, 9 pitchers is tough. I guess 9 pitchers. One per one. They literally went 1 through 1 per inning. They used every single pitcher in their bullpen. Every single pitcher pitched tonight.
That is unreal.
Yeah. So we're just. Yeah, Bridger, I think we are going to be hate watching all night. If they did this game, I feel like it's just refusing to end.
Well, are the Yankees up yet? Are there guys on base? I'm not watching.
Yeah, no, it's 1st and 2nd, no outs, Juan Soto up. Just don't make this.
Dude, this is so predictable.
This is we got. I already said.
No. We went over this. Do you know the turmoil that happened in this chat to get that fish in that tank?
That is so true.
The pure fish controversy that happened, all of the different opinions and the tears and the joy and the race that name had. There's so much history.
The people were staying in line. They were, the mail-in. It was all. There
was pure fish controversy on this channel. And we can't just wash that history away. We can't. We got to stick with them. We
do need another fish, Finbrel. If Craig Kimbrell gets a pin, Finbrel. Oh,
although I will. If you go back and watch that stream, and I can't remember.
Soto K.
Nice. If you go back and watch that stream, or at least when I think I got Birch, one of the two, I had said there's a lot of pressure on my shoulders here because if Birch just like starts to be terrible, that all comes back to me. And look where we are. And where is it all coming back? It's all coming back to me. So
Yeah, but you had to take it. You had to take it.
I mean, I knew it was coming if it happened. And here we are. So I was prepared for it.
I can't believe Soto just missed that ball.
Was it a bad pitch?
Oh no, I'm talking about like legitimately when I posted it.
The in the field. Yeah.
Yeah.
Laura asking, how is Ripfin? He's over. He's right there. There's Birch, and there's Ripfin. Just chilling out over there.
We need Aaron Judge to do the classic Aaron Judge. Why are they just not pitching to him? What was the expected batting average? So let me look at. It's got to be more pitch or you have to look at catch percentage. I think it's the more kind of how poorly he played it, because some balls have like it's catch or expected batting average is based on like velo times and velo and exit velo and launch angle. So double for Judge, almost hit it out. Jesus, don't do this. He's so good.
They have enough. They have to have enough insurance. Hey, 9 to 5.
Working 9 to 5.
Orioles and Guardians could win with the exact score tonight. Same score.
Of course, the score is 9 to 5. These teams have to. They're too obsessed with each other, Kevin. They are too obsessed with each other.
I'm telling you.
Okay, David Fry's triple it did have a 780 expected batting average, but you see, I need the catch percentage. Yeah, yeah, but there's 7 guys now before Soto and Judge are up again, so game over. That's kind of how it feels.
They just need to clone him. My computer is absolutely bugging out right now.
Yeah, they need to end this thing. They need to end this game so we can play the damn song, Kevin. That's what they need.
You need to learn it.
All right, so who's up now? We got Trent Grisham. Ooh, Royals lost 9 to 5 too. Everyone's just winning or just 9 to 5. Working 9 to 5. What a great song, Dolly Parton. I need this. And come on, people. Come on, Scott Barlow. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here, baby. What are we doing?
Can you give a play-by-play?
Yeah, it's right now. It's 2-2. Judge on second. Trent Grisham up. This is one more out. We need one more out, baby.
Let's go.
I'm gonna start queuing the song up. You know. Da, 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 da.
It is it's such a catchy tune.
That's the issue. Is like I could play it without it being the Yankees lose, and I would just like appreciate it as art.
But you'd add it in anyway.
Yeah. Oh, also I do want to bring that up. Tomorrow is going to be an early one. Orioles and Mets tip off at 1:10. So,
oh man, that is early.
Yeah, so I'm going to be pretty much. I'm also calling the Ironbirds game at 7 with Mike. So we're going to be probably. I'll be hopping on here at 4, on for like 30 minutes, and then on our way. So tomorrow will be a little bit. We'll see what happens tomorrow. We'll see what happens.
But my favorite one, I think one of your favorite moments of mine was when we were doing the divisional post game or the divisional pregame stream, and it was we did it at 12 p.m. and I was like, "Come wake up with us."
Yeah. It was like we were literally. It was like a 12:30 stream, and Kevin's like, "Wake up with us this morning."
I'm gonna do it every single time we do a stream before like 12 or 1.
Oh.
I want to get this in, but yes, it was me.
God, it's therapeutic, baby. The Orioles are back in first place. The Baltimore Orioles, after all the ups and downs, the bullshit, the injuries, through what, like 130 games, the Orioles are once again in first place. Kevin, how can you not be romantic about Baltimore Orioles baseball?
Man, you gotta love it. Got to love it. Orioles and Yankees get out of their deadlock where one decides to win and the other decides to win, or one decides to lose and the other one starts to lose. We got a Orioles Yankees in the Orioles favor, and that always feels good.
Yeah, Kevin, actually, fun fact with this with this win, the Orioles are once again the top team in the American League.
Wow. Crazy how weird this year has been.
This year's been weird. Like, this is, what a weird ass year, dude. What a weird year.
Yeah.
Yep. Go win tomorrow. Cole Irvin, just go win tomorrow.
Gotta do it.
Yeah. You got anything else, Kevin?
I think that's it. We got what we wanted. We on here. We laughed. We laughed some more. We laughed some more, and the Yankees lost.
And the Yankees lost. Orioles win. Dean was dealing Tony Taylor. James McCann hate home run against his former team, and then we hate watch the New York Yankees, and can't forget about Craig Kimbrell slamming the goddamn door.
Oh yeah.
So we'll be back tomorrow. Wake up with us at 1:00. Wake up with Kevin at 1:00. Orioles back tomorrow for the finale against the New York Mets at 1:10. Cole Irvin officially back on the bump for the Baltimore Orioles. We will be back at it right after the game concludes for another edition of Kevin and Zach Reacts. Until then, we will see you tomorrow.